Art on Demand is a production of the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County, brought to you with support from Alys Beach and 30A.com. While these events are provided at no cost to you, we do ask that you donate what you can by visiting our website, culturalartsalliance.com, in order to help the CAA continue to foster creativity, employ artists, and bring you entertainment, education, and engagement through Art on Demand. We hope you love this virtual event.
Welcome to Shaaka. My name is James Sargent. Shaka Restaurant has been here in Inlet Beach for about a year now. We're part of the LCRG restaurant group, which includes Pescado, Shades, and soon to be Fluke. And we're also starting up a new catering company. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show a demo of how to make sushi and make some of our favorite rolls and some of your favorite rolls. A creamy, crunchy shrimp roll, a pipeline, one of our more popular rolls, a little sashimi combination. This one is called an Endless Summer. And one of my newest rolls, it's called a Locals Only. Okay, here we go. First roll we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a basic, like a creamy, crunchy shrimp roll. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a sheet of nori, and I got the rice right here, and you're gonna place the rice on the seaweed. You gotta cover the whole thing completely. You don't want it too thick. You don't want a lot of rice. You want a nice, even pad there. Then I take a little bit of the Asian aioli, cream cheese, and I take the shrimp, place it right there, and this is tempura. We call it crunch, and you're going to place it all across there. Now when you roll, you want about an inch gap there so you can tuck it. Then you're going to fold it under, and you have a roll, and the ends will be a little rough, so you're going to push on the ends there. Okay. Now we're going to cut the roll in 8 pieces. I start in the center, slide the knife through, and you can keep your knife moist on the pad there. Okay. And then we're going to put it on a plate. I usually garnish it with some sesame seeds. That's a creamy, crunchy shrimp roll. A lot of beginners like to eat the crunchy shrimp roll. They're not too familiar with the raw fish. The next roll I'm going to do is one of our most popular rolls. It's called a pipeline, which is a crunchy tuna topped with tuna, avocado, sambal, chili paste, and eel sauce. So first I'm going to cut the topping. That goes on top of the roll. Then I'm going to do the inside of the roll. That's a little big. Keep your hands moist. You keep some water next to it. All right. And again, put the nori on the bamboo rolling mat. Spread the rice. Make sure it's even. And again, Asian aioli. This also has some green onions. And we're going to put the tuna in the center. And we're going to take the tempura, put it in, and then we're going to roll it up. Okay, put the tuna across the top, just like that. And then next, I'm going to take a knife, butter knife, And you're going to put avocado across the top. Just like that. There, we got a pipeline. Now we're going to cut it. A little piece extra. And we're going to put it on the plate. And then we're going to top it. This is sambal, chili paste. Like that. And then we'll do a soy reduction on it. And then garnish it with sesame seeds. That's our pipeline. Now we're going to get into another roll, which has, it's called the Endless Summer. It has hamachi and fresh salmon, avocado, and thin slices of lemon across the top. So on this one, we're going to put the hamachi inside. And then it's going to have fresh salmon across the top. So we're going to do the topping here. Like that. There we go. Now we get the nori. Make sure your hands are moist. And we're going to lay the rice on here just like that. And again, Asian aioli. This also has some green onions in there. And the hamachi. And tempura. You can roll it up. And fresh salmon right across the top. I'm going to re-wet my towel here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the avocado across the top. And this one also, I pre-cut some thin slices of lemon. And this goes across the top of the roll. So this lemon really lights up the flavor of this roll. If you haven't tried one of these, you got to try one. One of my favorites. There we go. I'm going to cut it. Oops. Sometimes you got to adjust it. And this is the Endless Summer. Soy reduction. And sesame seeds. Now, one of my newest rolls is called Locals Only. I guess we started making this 2 months ago. And this one has hamachi. And I fried up some bacon, crispy bacon. And we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to put the rice on the patty. Like that. Evenly spread. This one has some cream cheese in it. Aioli. Hamachi. Bacon. green onions, and tempura. And we're gonna roll it up. Now, avocado. And what's unique about this roll is we pickle our own jalapenos. And it's not hot, it's more on the sweet side. And we lay the pickled jalapenos across it. It's a unique roll. Okay. There we go. And this roll also has chili paste, and a little soy reduction, eel sauce. And also, this is called togarashi powder. It's like a Japanese 5-spice. Very, not real hot, very mild. But we're gonna sprinkle a little of that on there. And this is called ito togarashi. It's pepper threads. And it's not hot, but it just sits on top of that roll. And here we go. That's called locals only. A lot of people that aren't familiar to sushi, there's things that we use. If you hear nori, it's seaweed, basically. This is what we put the rice on to make the rolls. A lot of folks, like nori, but there's few that don't. So we also offer, it's called soy paper. It's flavorless, but we roll the rolls up in this also. So if you want to try sushi but don't want to try the nori or something that's not familiar to you, we have other options for you. And sushi also doesn't necessarily you're going to get something raw every time. We can do cooked rolls. We do rolls with cooked shrimp, bacon, steak. So we always find, so we have another roll that we bake the salmon onto the roll, and it's called an Inlet Beach roll. There's other things that we use here, like this is freshwater eel. It's we toast it in the oven to get it crispy, but that's also delicious, but that's cooked. We use a smoked salmon also. It's incredible. This is the salmon that we use. We use a yellowfin tuna. When we can, occasionally we'll get bluefin tuna. It's a treat, especially the belly, the toro. It's in high demand. It's difficult to get a lot of times, but when we do have it, I have a list of phone numbers that I call people and say, hey, come on in. We got the toro and bluefin in. We also use hamachi, which is a Pacific jack, kind of buttery tasting. And once in a while, we get some different fish in. So if it's fresh, we like to use it. So for the advanced sushi eaters, you can get something that doesn't fill you up as much. We call it sashimi. It's just a fish without the rice. I'm going to make you a little combination sashimi. This is daikon radish, and we'll put it on that plate like that. And a little cucumber, and that's going to be the garnish right there. Then I'll start with some pretty tuna, and we're going to cut them thin slices. Okay, and this is fresh salmon, beautiful. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to set it right there. And hamachi. And I like to make the shape of what I want to use for the sashimi. So that's a perfect size right there. And I'm gonna do that. And this is smoked salmon. You can see how pretty that is. And we're gonna do the same thing. You want them thin, but not too thin. And I'm gonna put them decorated on this plate. So I like to fan it out. And the colors, so I do a dark color and a light color. And then we're gonna go with some fresh salmon and some smoked salmon. And you got a little sashimi plate there. Yum. Our operating hours here at Shaaka are 4 to 10, 7 nights a week. We also do delivery and online ordering. And until then, hang loose. See you soon.
Thank you for experiencing this episode of Art on Demand, presented by the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County, with support from Alys Beach and 30A.com. We hope you explored your creativity and learned something new today. As the creative core of Walton County, the CAA offers support, connection, and access opportunities for all forms of art, every variety of maker, all levels of learners, and especially art lovers. Through performance, funding, and educational programs, the 501c3 organization directly connects the people of Walton County with the broader view, the critical exploration, and the answers only the arts have the power to provide. If you loved this episode, please visit culturalartsalliance.com and click the donate button to give what you can to help the CAA continue to bring you art on demand. And stay tuned for our next virtual event coming soon.